Hi guys, in this video I will explain the different stages of testing process. The first phase is design the test cases, and then the second stage is prepare the test data, and the third stage is run the program with the test data. After preparing that particular test data, we are going to run the program by using that test data, and obviously after running the program we will get one result, right? So we are going to compare the result in for the test cases. So after that we are going to report each and every output in the test report condition. So these are all the different stages of the software process. So types of testing, it consists of three kinds of testing: development testing, release testing, user testing. In development testing, the system is tested during the development stages only. So in order to discover the bugs and the defects, okay, in the early stage only we are going to detect the error, and that kind of test we can call it as a development testing. And the second one is release testing. So here separate testing team is needed in order to test a complete version of the system before it's going to be released to the users. Okay, so that before releasing any product we are going to conduct the release testing. Okay, so the final testing is user testing. So after releasing that product it's going to be used by the users. So user test the system in their own environment. Okay, so that kind of test we can call it as a user testing. Okay, development testing means what? In the earlier stage only we are going to detect the errors. Release testing means, yeah, before releasing that product, the testing team will conduct one test. Okay, so the final test is user testing. Okay, the user is going to test the system in their own environment. So next concept is development testing. So this development testing here, it includes all the testing activities so that are carried out by the development team. So mainly it consists of three stages, that is unit testing, component testing, as well as the system testing. So unit testing here, individual program units or the object classes are tested. So mainly it focus on testing the functionalities of the objects or the method. So each and every unit is going to be tested, and that kind of testing is called as a unit testing. And the second one is component testing. So here in this case several individual units are integrated, several individual units are joined. Okay, first it's going to be integrated in order to create the composite component. So finally the whole components are tested. Okay, so the last one is system testing. So here all of the components in a system are integrated, and then the system is tested as a whole. So this is related to the system testing. Okay, so individual program or the units testing means unit testing. So after that, each and every units are going to be integrated in order to create the components. So finally the components is going to be tested. So we can call it as a component testing. And the last one is all of the components are integrated. So once again the whole system is going to be tested. Okay, so first I will explain what is meant by this unit testing. So this unit testing, it's the process of testing the individual components. So we are going to check each and every component whether it's working properly or not. So obviously it's a defect testing process. Defect testing means, already I have explained in the last session. Okay, defect testing means we are going to identify the errors in the earlier stage. Okay, so next is that this unit testing, the main units, it includes individual functions or the methods, object classes with several attributes and the methods, composite components with defined interfaces. Okay, so all these are the main units. Okay, next is that complete test coverage of a classes. It involves testing the all operations associated with an object, setting and interrogating all object attributes, and finally exercising the object in all possible states. So the main example for this unit testing is weather station. Okay, so here you can observe in this diagram, weather station is class here. Okay, you can observe weather station is a class, and then identifier is the method. Okay, identifier is a method and weather station is a class. So in order to, obviously no, here it necessary to define the test cases in order to report the weather. Okay, test cases are necessary in order to report the weather, as well as you can observe that startup symbol is there, as well as that shutdown symbol is also there. So you can observe this weather station, it identifies the sequence of state transitions. Okay, it identifies the sequence of state transition to be tested and the event sequences to cause this transition. So in order to if there is any particular event, then it's going to the next transition phase. You can observe here. Okay, so after shutdown, the next phase is running state and finally the shutdown state. Next, you can observe configuration, running, testing, transmitting, running. So there is a transition for particular event. So this is the best example for the unit testing. Okay, thank you.